Hello, and welcome. Since we were children, we were told who we are, or at least what we should be. We learned that being human means working hard, making a lot of money, and being successful by some outside standard. We heard that to be happy, we must become someone important, someone who achieves big things, someone who earns the approval of others. So we started chasing that approval everywhere through what we do, through what others say about us, and by trying to fit into the roles that were given to us. But in all this chasing and trying, we forgot why we are really here. We lost sight of the true reason we are alive, beyond the story we were told to follow. I often say that our thoughts are like the sky. They come and go, change all the time. But you are like the sky itself, the big open space where those thoughts float. You are the space that holds everything, not just the thoughts, but all the feelings and moments too. Yet most people do not see this. Instead, they believe their thoughts are who they really are. What if, for a moment, you stopped and asked yourself, why am I here? What is success? What is this story about being human that I have been living inside? Then slowly let those questions and thoughts drift away like clouds passing by. Just be present. Be aware of everything around you, the sounds, the air on your skin, the beating of your heart. Listen carefully not only to my words, but also to the quiet moments between them. Focus on that quiet space where your awareness lives. This space is not empty, it is you. It is the deep, sacred presence inside you. It is the life force, the divine spark, the essence of God within you. You are much more than what you have been told to be. You are beyond the stories and beyond the ego's desires and fears. As Alan Watts said, you can create your own purpose in life, but the only real meaning is to simply exist. Think about that for a moment. When you walk outside into nature, you see life moving naturally. Trees, plants, animals, they live without trying to be better or needing approval. They don't work hard to prove themselves or to be famous. They just live simply and quietly. This is true presence. Plants teach us a powerful lesson. They are like perfect meditators. They stand still, rooted in the earth, reaching up to the sun, breathing in the air all around them. Their calmness is natural, not forced. They move with the flow of life in a smooth and gentle way. This is not because they do not have awareness, but because their awareness is full and complete. There is no gap between who they are and where they are. They don't need to be anywhere else, they are fully here. What if we could learn from plants? What if we stopped running the endless human story, the need to prove ourselves, the constant comparing, the endless trying, and just let ourselves be like plants? This is what waking up really means. Letting go of the story we were told and resting in the simple presence of life itself. It means knowing that your value is not in what you do or own or how others see you, but in the simple fact that you exist here, right now. The human story tells us that success means more, and that happiness depends on outside things or other people's approval. But just like in nature, true freedom is found in presence, not in trying to become someone else or chase after something outside of ourselves. When you accept this, you start to see that life is not about winning or controlling things, but about allowing life to flow and being in harmony with the natural rhythm around you. At some point, the noise of life begins to quiet down inside you, not because the world is actually quieter, but because something in you no longer feels the need to listen to it all. Thoughts still come and go, images still appear, and identities still try to claim you, but you begin to see that none of it is as important as it seemed. What felt urgent before now seems less so. What used to define you begins to fade away, and what remains is something you cannot put into words. It has no name, but it feels very familiar. It is not something you find. It is something that has always been inside you, waiting for you to notice it. You are not waking up to something new. You are waking up from something old. You are not moving toward enlightenment. You are simply no longer trapped in the dream of needing to become, to achieve, to win or lose, or to live inside time as a problem to solve. The human story, with all its struggles and dramas, has been told many times before. Now you can feel its tiredness, its repetition, and the emptiness beneath even the most beautiful masks we wear. There is nothing wrong with the story itself, but something in you has started to look beyond the characters in the story and toward the light that shines on the stage, where it all happens. This is the call to presence. It is not a rule or a practice you must follow. It is a quiet call that cannot be ignored once you hear it, not with your ears, but with your whole being. You don't answer this call by doing more. You answer it by letting go, not of your life or your duties, but of the idea that you are only your past, your memories, your future plans, or the roles you play. You begin to feel the difference between really living and just acting like you are alive. And then presence is everywhere. The old stories continue to play in your mind, but they no longer hold you. When someone calls your name, it feels like they are calling a shadow. You respond, but you know that shadow is not the real you. You are not your body, not your thoughts, not your reflection, not your past. You are the watcher, the quiet space that watches all of that, without judging or trying to change anything. You are what stays when everything else disappears. Waking up is not a victory or a prize. It feels like stillness. It is a return, a deep and complete coming home that needs nothing from you, not even understanding. You don't have to explain it to anyone or even to yourself. It is enough just to be here fully, without needing to be more than what you already are. The mind will fight this. It always does. It is not your enemy. It just likes to keep busy. It wants to turn presence into an idea or a project, something to achieve and put on your list. But presence does not want to be caught or controlled. It wants to be lived and breathed in every ordinary moment, not as something special, but as the natural state of being. The story tells you that you are incomplete. Presence tells you that you are whole. The story says time controls you. Presence says only the present moment is real. The story tells you to chase after things. Presence invites you to stop running, not because there is nowhere to go, but because you are already where you need to be. You have always been there. The story just made it seem like you were lost. There is no need to fight the story. Let it fall apart by itself. Let it burn in the light of your awareness. You do not need to fix your past or improve who you are. You just need to stop pretending that you are only your thoughts. What you really are is not fragile. It doesn't need protection or stories. It just is. Look at a tree, a river, or a cloud, not with your mind, but with presence. They do not think themselves into being. They do not work hard to be enough. They just are. You are just the same. That same calmness, that same life, that same unbroken now flows through you as you. You don't need to name it or understand it. You only need to see that nothing you have ever been told can hold it, because it already holds you. When you live from this place, the story can still happen, but you see it clearly for what it is: a dance, a drama, a ripple on the surface of something deep and still. You will still feel emotions, care about people, pay bills, fall in love, and maybe even get your heart broken. But none of that will shake your center, because your center is no longer part of the story. It is the space where the story appears. Let go of the need to fix yourself. You are not broken or behind or late. That is just part of the story. The truth of you does not need to be fixed. It just needs to be remembered. And the moment you stop trying to wake up, you realize you already are awake. The moment you stop fighting what is, presence appears quietly, completely, easily. Don't wait for the right moment. This moment is right now. Don't wait to understand it. Understanding will never satisfy you the way being does. Don't wait for the world to become quiet. It won't, but you can be quiet inside right now. Even as life goes on, even as thoughts keep coming, you can root yourself in the stillness that does not move. That stillness is not a place to reach. It is who you are. This is not about running away from life. It is about showing up fully without the masks, without the inner chatter, without thinking you have to keep becoming more. There is nothing left to become. There is only what has always been. You are not the doer. You are the watcher. You are the presence that allows all things to be, but is defined by none. So let it all be the fear, the doubt, the hope, the pain. Let feelings rise and fall like waves. Let thoughts come and go like the wind. Don't hold on. Don't fight. Don't fix. Just rest in knowing that you are not what moves. You are what watches. This is the freedom the story can never give you. Not freedom to do whatever you want, but freedom from the lie that you are what you do or feel or what others see. You are presence itself, before words, before identity, before memory. You have always been here. Nothing you have experienced can touch the core of this. So be still, not to escape life, but to meet it. Not to rise above the world, but to enter it fully without getting lost. Let presence live through your eyes, your words, and your silence. And when the old story tries to pull you back, smile gently. It's okay, let it come, let it go. No need to resist, no need to cling. Just keep waking up moment by moment, breath by breath, until even the idea of waking up disappears, and all that is left is what has always been here. Just this, just now, just presence. Thank you for watching.